Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about why you might not be suited to medicine. Some people, no matter how able they are to get into medical school and how smart they are or anything like that, are not suited to study medicine. And that's actually okay. So let's get right into it. Just to be clear, this video is not meant to put anybody down, it's not to insult anyone, it's not to degrade anyone's choices, it's just that this is a topic that's not spoken about enough. Because there's a very real stigma in a lot of communities around deciding not to do medicine versus the supposed virtue of going into medicine. Which means that this topic can get quite emotive when people say, well, I actually don't want to do medicine. And that stigma can cause people to go into medicine for some really bad reasons. So today I want to talk about some of those bad reasons and what we need to change and what people need to know going forward. Now for this video I want to ask you, if you're in the medical field or you're considering studying medicine, have you ever considered leaving medicine? Or do you know anybody who considered leaving medicine? And why was that? Leave a comment down below and tell me what that was, because that's an important thing to know. So first of all, to put some context to this video, right? I don't regret doing medicine, but there were times when I studied it that I did. And what kept me going through that time was the fact that I was really enjoying the idea of medicine and I was actually okay with the reality of what I was getting myself into. But there are a lot of people who aren't. A lot of people that go into medicine without a single idea of what they're going into, or they're going into it for reasons that are not to do with actually wanting to do medicine. So I think we need to talk a little bit about that. The number one bad reason people go into medicine is because they enjoyed Grey's Anatomy, Scrubs, The Good Doctor, and House. Now, don't get me wrong, those are fantastic shows, but life is nothing like that. Life is nothing like Grey's Anatomy. Okay, I can't say Grey's Anatomy. I've never watched a single episode, but yeah, scratch that. If you want to know the reality of medicine, you should shadow someone who does medicine. Shadow a doctor in the public service, or ask someone in the public service what their experience of medicine is like. Because if you go in with this idealized, televised view of medicine, you could be really let down by the reality of medicine on the ground. Which is okay, but it's not good for you. The second reason people go into medicine, even though they're not entirely interested, is pressure. Right? That can be from parents, from family, from friends, from teachers, or even from people that just say, well, you're smart, why don't you do medicine? Now, being smart is a terrible reason to do medicine. I'm not saying that you don't need to be smart to do medicine. I'm saying that going into medicine just because people say, oh, you're smart, you should go into it, is a terrible reason. Because medicine requires a lot of sacrifice, you're dealing with people, you're dealing with illness, you're dealing with all sorts of complicated human factors on a daily basis. And if you're not willing to go into that, and you're going into it just because, oh, people said I'm smart, maybe this will be fine, you could really be shocked with what you end up finding. The third one is money, right? Yes, doctors get a decent salary, but the thing is, there are easier ways to make money, which will not require you to sacrifice as much as medicine will. The money itself can't make up for what you go through doing medicine if you don't also have passion for it. Remember, medicine is not just about you, it's about your patients as well. And if your motivation is solely the money and you absolutely don't like what you're doing there, that's going to boil down to your patient care, and that's a real problem because the point of being there is to deal with and help patients. And if you're only interested in the money, you don't actually want to be there, your patient care is going to suffer. And another reason people go into medicine is because they like biology, they found it really interesting, and they wanted to do more of that. Now that's great, and I agree, having an aptitude for biology and liking biology is a plus in the medical field. But it's not the only thing that matters. Because remember, medicine is not just about the science part of it. It's about the human interaction. You have to deal with families, you have to deal with patients, deal with children. And a lot of the time they are really tough topics to deal with. You have to deal with death and coping with that on a daily basis. So if you're interested in biology, again, I would suggest maybe doing some job shadowing or asking someone about what life in medicine is like, getting some experience there, and if you find that's not for you but you're still really interested in biology, maybe consider doing something in the sciences or doing an honors degree in whatever form of biology or science that you're interested in. Because medicine's not the only way to go if you're interested in the science world or in biology. Now yes, some of us will have doubt when we go into medicine and we'll find that we love it. But if you know going in that that's not what you want to do, it's actually okay to say, this is not what I want to do, this is not who I am, let me think of doing something else. And that's perfectly okay. What I want to do is to take away the stigma regarding not wanting to do medicine. Because there are so many worthwhile things to do with your time, you don't just have to do medicine. And I think it's about time we realize that. Now if you're watching this video considering to go into medical school or in medical school, and you think to yourself, well, I still want to do medicine, I think I would be a good doctor, that's fantastic, we need good doctors, and I'm happy that you did that. So for you I say, good luck, I hope it works out, and I hope you really enjoy it. And at the same time, I hope this channel can be a resource for you in medical school. Because we do need good doctors, and I think it's fantastic when people go into medicine. Like I said, I don't regret going into medicine, but there are people who do. And that is what I'm aiming to avoid. That's what I want to warn you about. But if you do want to go into medicine, I wish you all the best. I really hope it goes well. And yeah, I hope the Alphamedic can be here for you. So if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. Leave a comment down below telling me what topics you'd like me to cover next. And make sure you subscribe for more medical student content knowledge and practical tips. Thanks everyone. See you next time.